Board games are what we're going to play. Board games to enjoy your day. Board games, what we're going to play. Board games to enjoy your day. Today we're going to play Nano and MICRO-MUCKELL. It's about making words that we spell and still grow it left to right, because in English that's the way we write. Unless you're doing like something fancy like top to bottom or something. Words games is what we're going to play. Word games to enjoy our day. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good whatever it is, wherever you are. I am in UK. It is 8:01 p.m. What time is it? Where are you, Dina?
I'm in South Finland, and it's 22:01.
Oh, late.
Tom?
So
I'm in the UK, and it's also 8:01.
So, as people might know, this is something I do every week at 10 p.m. Finnish time or 8 p.m. UK time, or I think the EST depends on when exactly things go. And there you are in both the chat and on video. You just can't get enough of us. But tonight we are playing a couple of simpler word games, NANO-MUCKELL and MICRO-MUCKELL. And before we get stuck into it, I like to say, hey, let's go get on with some introductions. So, I am Bez. I am best known for Yogi. I also invented the L deck, and I invented the two games that we're going to be playing tonight. I love to dance, I love to travel, and I miss those things dearly. So, Dina, let's hear something about you.
Something that people maybe don't know. I do social media marketing. I just launched my own company, Marketing with Dina, where I help people do Kickstarter campaigns better with a little bit of help. And I really love playing games with my kid. Currently favorite is Triple Domino, which is a lot of fun because we're learning to count.
What's Triple Domino? Is that the ones with the triangular tiles?
Yeah, so it has triangular sides, and it goes from
I know that has trionymus.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I guess it's things like that. There's multiple versions, but
yeah, I'm really hoping that there is a hexagon-shaped one. I'm thinking that would be easier for the kid to handle.
really?
But it's definitely way better than just 2 numbers.
Why would a hexagon be easier? I would have thought that the more numbers there are, the harder.
Yeah, but then there's fewer to match. As in, now when you have triangles and you're creating the shapes of it, there's more numbers that needs to match on like, when you're trying to complete it. If you're only having hexagon shapes, you would need less of them to create a circle. And creating the circles gets a lot of points.
Okay, I think it must be a slightly different set of rules, because the one I know is each tile is a triangle. You've got 3 numbers on each tile, but then you get all the big points if you manage to put something into a hole. So it's got something on all sides. So you kind of want to make sure that you put something so that you've got it. Anyway, but it sounds like it might be a slightly different game. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Tom, what's been shaking your way recently? How are you, and what would you like to say about yourself, Tom?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Tom. I live in the UK. I've been sort of getting into games over the last 7 or 8 years, and started getting so far into them that I started designing them, including one for Bez, using her Wibble deck, which is now the L deck. So I've designed a game called Categorical, which is a fun, fast game. and I do other stuff like I have. Oh, what's shaking my world? In the last week, I have put out my very first ever cryptic crossword. I've actually created a cryptic crossword.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
That is
No.
awesome.
I don't do it. Yeah.
So well done, and I am at
Thank you.
We've got one more guest who's just popped in, and hello, McCall.
Hi.
How are you
Hello.
tonight? I hope you're generally well, and we're just kind of saying something about ourselves and if there's any recent highlights. So Dina's been playing this board game. I never actually gave my highlights. I went to the dentist yesterday and I learned how to use interdental brushes, and so yeah, that's a wee thing. What's your highlight, McCall?
I've seen some lovely friends in the park over the Easter weekend.
Oh,
Nice.
Yes, loved it.
Oh, that does sound good. And so tonight we are going to be playing. Oh, there's hello. Hello, Flo, who says the April Fool's stream was brilliant. Oh, that's very kind of you to say so. And
thank
it's
you.
lovely to have you in the audience, and I hope you might be able to join along. But yeah, Dina and I, for anyone who doesn't know, we did a thing where I dressed up in green. It was like an alternate reality thing, and I've been thinking a bit about what makes a good April Fool's joke. I think I don't like it when it's just, hey, I'm lying to you, you were fooled by my lie, and that's it. Because I feel like that's quite an easy thing to do, and it
Yeah.
doesn't feel good to the other person. It's like, hey, McCall, let's say I said, oh, McCall, there's this emergency, and then I phoned you, and then I kidded on, and then after half an hour, I was like, oh, it's an April Fool's.
No,
Like,
yeah,
how
that's
would you
that
feel?
one.
I mean, but I really like when it's, oh, it's so ridiculous that no one's going to be fooled, when it's, okay, Alley Cat's game saying, hey, instead of Tinner's Trail, we're releasing Binner's Trail because there's been chaos and you need to clear up all the bins. And then, like, inside the box had, hey, you know, our open world adventure, we're going to change it so that you've just come out after COVID and you've got to make sure that you're okay socializing with everyone and you're not feeling too anxious. And someone else did a choose your own adventure book where you were going around the convention and that kind of fun thing. Anyway, no, it's really nice to hear that you enjoyed it. So thank you for joining us, Flo. Anyway, that's my long-winded way. So, yeah, let's carry on with NANO-MUCKELL. Oh, so lovely of you to say. So, I think, have you actually played this one, Dina?
Yes, but only from stream, not on screen.
Okay, so you have actually been playing it in the audience before. But this is, okay. Well, let me...
I won once.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like part of me is like, oh man, I should remember that. And then part of me is like, you know what, the fact that we don't remember is kind of nice. But,
yeah, I've played it like 8 or 9 times, I think. And then, yeah, only one win and the rest of them are like scraps. And
that's totally okay, Flo. You're welcome to watch or lurk, whatever you like. I have 8 cards here. People will have seen me shuffling these. I did not look, and I am going to I'm going to flip these cards over one at a time. And let me change this just for the moment. So I would choose an A or an M. I'll just play a very quick game myself, and then each time I choose one of the 2 letters and I put it to the right. And so here I could go M-A-S and then MASH. Anytime I want, I can start a second word, or at any point I can do a star. A star is like a wild card, and I decide what the star is at the end of the game. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let me do another star. That could be Masher. And maybe if I get an S, mashers, like people who mash things. And A, boom. A's even that was actually a really, really good game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but you get double for your longest word. So this is 14 points, plus 1 point for the letter A on its own. I could have, alternatively, if I wanted, when I was on the H or anything, I could have, back when I was here, put the H here, and you always have the choice of starting a new line or putting it on the right end of any of your existing lines. And if you've got 3 wild cards that you can use during the game, and so that makes it possible to get an 8-letter word, which is kind of what you're really aiming for. Is there anything that I've forgotten? Cool. Let me pop that back, and I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I thought maybe tonight we might do one game of MICRO-MUCKELL and then a couple of games of, one game of NANO-MUCKELL and then a couple of games of MICRO-MUCKELL. Let's see how we get on. But, is everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
A or L? A or L? Which one are you going to start with? This one. Next one is S or H? S or H? Third card. I or C? So this is where you think, okay, am I going to carry on? Is there a word that I can make, or am I going to start a new word? I started my second line. How about yous?
Yeah, 2 lines already.
I started my second line with the H.
Oh, Dina's still on just one.
Right.
T or D? T or D? This is another tiny decision. Let's go. And next is N or U. Let's see some new understandings. And remember, we only have 4 cards left, including this one, and you have 3 asterisks, because there's only 8 cards total. N or Z? N or Z? Oof. Is everyone ready for the penultimate card? The penultimate card is O or C? And finally, the last card that we've got here is an I or a Y. So interestingly, I didn't do quite as well in that game as I did in the super quick one. But this word could be ashen, A-S-H-E-N, which gives me 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. It gives me 2 points, 1 per letter, and I gives me 1 point, 1 per letter. So that's a total of 13, which is okay. Not brilliant, but not embarrassing. How did everyone else get on? Ooh. What's that middle word?
Hidden.
Hidden, nice. So 14. Nice.
I did terribly.
Let
I
me...
wanted to make litter, but I miscalculated the amount of cards that we will get.
Ooh.
And I got us no, but yeah.
So you've got... Is the top... I guess the top word can be lit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 8 plus 3 is 11. That's not bad. Not... I mean, it could be better, but... How did you get on, Dina?
Lacto and soy. Can you see that?
Lacto and soy. Wait, Zoy. Z-O-Y. Is that a word?
I was just looking it up. Is that actually? So in there, it's a thing, like a technology thing apparently. But yeah, it's no points for that.
Let me look up in Collins English Dictionary. And hello to the new face. I'm going to say hello properly after I've just looked up this one word, Zoy. No, it's not in Collins English Dictionary.
No. It's a company name, so yeah. Oops.
But lacto is a word.
Luckily.
Okay. So it says it's just a prefix, but I'm not going to take that away from you.
Is it just a prefix?
Hello, Ramen Flowers. It's lovely to have you join us. And Ramen Flowers did manage to score 13, so that's pretty darn good. So you came joint second. So in that round, Tom managed to beat everyone with 14 points. I came joint second with Ramen Flowers with 13, and then we had 11, and Dina maybe scored some points, we're not sure.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Shall we play NANO-MUCKELL once more, or shall we move on to mini-MUCKELL, micro-MUCKELL even? What do you think?
One more.
Sorry, McCall?
I'm not fast, but does the other one have more letters?
The other one is the one with 16.
Yeah, sure, let's go for that one then.
Because if we start that right now, we might be able to get into games of it. So let me explain how micro-MUCKELL works. So actually, NANO-MUCKELL, which we just played, is a really good introduction to micro-MUCKELL. In micro-MUCKELL, again, you've got 3 wildcards. You've got 16 letters, which makes a big difference. And you are going to have to use more than just 1 or 2 words, probably. This time, you get 3 points for every letter in your longest word. You get 2 points for every letter in your second longest word, and any other words give you 1 point per letter. Does that make sense? So like it says, just down there, score 3 times your longest word, 2 times your second longest, 1 time any others. So, any questions or points of uncertainty? Whoops, sorry about this. Let me ask, what did everyone have for dinner? I had salmon and a bit of vegetables.
I had a stir fry and ice cream.
Ooh, what kind of ice cream?
I like it.
Vegan vanilla one.
Nice.
We were going to have a vegetable curry, but ended up having fish finger sandwich instead because we couldn't be bothered cooking.
Another time.
My child insisted on having shell pasta with a bit of taco sauce on it.
Ooh, very nice. That sounds lovely. And Flo just had some mixed nuts for lunch. Oh yeah, because Flo's US based. And so yeah, ramen flowers, if you want to jump in, did you have ramen? Yeah, what was the last thing that you ate? So let us crack on with MICRO-MUCKELL and ramen flowers pizza. And there's a victory dance for pizza. I mean, what I'm curious about, I mean, pizza can be very variable. Like it can have, I believe you can have bad pizza. I'm sorry to say
true,
this.
but like as a base, it's a very good idea to have pizza. I think.
I think my favorite, if I could have a pizza right now, it would be spinach and goat's cheese and maybe chili. Yeah. But I have to admit, I am pretty full. I have just had dinner. So
I think I would go for a mozzarella pesto one.
Pesto
With
is always
rucola
good.
salad sprinkle on top on it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I love broccoli.
And
So,
maybe some
first
fresh
turn.
basil leaves.
N or
Ooh.
Z, which are you going to choose? Probably everyone already knows. That's no zigs. Okay, it's this card I see is I or C.
I see with my eye.
For me, it's clear. What about you, dear? A or L? No. Oof. I'm going to start my second word.
So am I.
N or B? This card is not Bez. I'm Bez. This is not Bez. One ready for the next one?
Oh my god, you're literally doing the same as me. I didn't even realize I was doing my own thing, and then I looked up and I was like, wow, okay.
N or H?
That's not great.
Well, that's not heavy. I mean, it's possibly a good sign that we're doing the same thing as each other.
Yeah, I've decided to not look anymore though, because I don't want to be influenced on my game.
I mean, as long as you don't look too carefully at the bit that I've written down.
Yeah.
O or V? I used to always break into the Beatles song. Of, do, 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 do. One thing I like about MICRO-MUCKELL, this is micro. I feel a bit more satisfied with the words you can make. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like you've got a bit more variety of what you can do.
Yeah, exactly.
E or W? Everyone wins. Okay, I'm going to put a wee star in here. I'm using one of my free stars. Next is I or you. Interesting. I or you. It's a good card for you and I, maybe. A or P? Hopefully not leading to too much analysis paralysis. A or P?
That's a bit rubbish.
And we have 7 cards left. So we are just over halfway through. S or X? Using my second star there.
So
Is the speed at which I'm going okay for people? I hope it.
It's okay for me.
Ooh, C or D? C or D? This is a terrible, dramatic timing from me. For me.
Yeah, I wish that had come up last time.
Okay, 5 cards left. E or P? Well, McCall particularly enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
E or P? Oof. We've got R or L. R or L. I am just going to double check whether Nibbler is a real... yes, it is. Oh, there's 3 cards left. I or Y?
Oh,
Okay, I can go with that. Oh, just painted myself into a corner.
I am about to paint myself into a corner, hoping that I get a T after this for Anoint. I really, really need.
Hold on, is that the last card for this?
This is the penultimate card.
Oh,
the one
okay.
before the last.
Maybe,
sorry, no. There's 2 more.
Okay.
2
well,
more.
I don't think
2
I'm
more
going
after this.
to get anything out of this, but we'll see.
Are you ready? This is the penultimate card, and it says S or H. Wow, I've got a big word up here. Nibblers. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm proud. S or H. Shh.
I can go with that. I can go with that. I can work with that. It's fine.
And the final card. Oh my gosh. Yes! Sorry, I'm quite happy with that. T. That made everything come together. 8, 6, 2. I'm not sure what the highest score ever in this game is, but I'm pretty gosh darn proud of this one. So I've got Nibblers, which is an 8-letter word for 24 points, because remember, you triple your longest one. I've got Anoint, which is a 6-letter word for 12 points, because you double your second longest. And at the bottom, I've got At, so I managed to use those 2 letters, giving me 2 points, and that's a total of 38. I am pretty gosh darn chuffed.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, you go.
I have 37.
See?
90s, lousy, and not.
Oh, it's a bit blurry. Pixelated.
Can you read out the word? Sorry, Tom. Struggling to read that.
Top one is 90s.
Nine nerds?
As in the 1990s. 90s.
Nice.
Then lousy. And not.
That is really nice. Well done.
1 point less.
And Cole, you were showing
mine
off.
was, yeah, I also ended up with Nibblers, funnily enough. But
wow.
Yeah, I wanted to make aviation or aviator or something, but it didn't happen.
Oh. And the bottom, nothing happened. So you got 24. And Dina, did you manage to get anything done?
Nope.
Okay. That is totally fair.
Really blew it up. Really wrong placement of a star there.
Nice.
Ramen Flowers got Sterile, Nip, and How for 33 points.
Ooh.
That's rather good. Well done. So
Oh
congratulations.
yeah, I suppose NIS could be nips. Is that a thing?
NIS.
With a star? This is a star.
Oh yeah, NI star S. Yes, absolutely nips. Yes.
Ah, yeah. Then I have one thing.
So triple that, and you get 12 points.
Hey, not bad.
But yeah, well done, Ramen Flowers, and I hope that you
Yeah.
enjoyed that wee game. And because we're going quite quickly through it, it seems like we've got time for a second go of MICRO-MUCKELL. What has anyone made any resolutions for the month? I've started writing my book. I actually need to write my 500 words for today. I've still not done it, but yeah, I should probably write a bit more maybe tonight, and then try and catch up. But that's definitely gotten me into the whole writing mood, and yeah, I'm feeling really proud of the fact that I managed to get out each morning before my streaming. So yeah, how about you three, or everyone watching? Ramen, Flo, anyone else watching? Have you got any resolutions for the month? What are you up to? Dina?
I am updating my website because it's still I'm getting a lot of feedback, so I have a to-do list of things I need to do on it, things to add and change and stuff. So end of the month I should be able to do it. That's my big goal.
That sounds like a decent
Fingers
goal.
crossed. Yeah.
Cool. Any goals you want to share or not really?
Goals? No, I don't really set myself goals. So I'm like that.
Tom?
I would quite like to get a second crossword done because I don't want to I want to sort of get into it rather than just doing one and leaving it. So I want to do a second one, but better.
Ooh.
I also want to get a year older.
Sounds like a solid thing.
Within the month. So it's
Yeah.
your birthday.
Within the month, yes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
enjoy that. And Flo wants to drink more water and less caffeine, which just reminded me to drink water. And I think the important thing is to keep it available, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
Because
that is how I take myself, especially like if I'm sitting down on a table or something, I always have a glass of water next to me because otherwise I just won't drink. So,
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
sorry about this. Just a sec. I'm getting a bit hot. I'm going to take off my jumper.
Cutting out caffeine might be a bit trickier than drinking more water in a sense.
There we go. And yeah. So, everyone ready for round 2 of MICRO-MUCKELL?
Yeah, I'm going to get a 16 letter
right.
word this time.
16-letter word. That is pretty ambitious.
Magnificently so, I'd say.
Arrogantly so, maybe.
Arrogant? What?
Next is
Me? Never.
Hold on, sorry, what was the first one? AM? Oh, you? Okay.
O or U? How many letters is Aurora Borealis? Aurora.
But that's 2 words, Baz.
Is it?
Borealis is the second word. Yeah. It's an aurora, and then it's the borealis.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is disappointing.
You could aim for an aurora.
Yeah, I think I will. So if I'm going to be frank, I was regretting the A, and now I'm regretting taking that U. I've just regretted every turn I've taken in this game. ND. N or D? Which one? Ah, nice Simpsons references. Anyone who gets this, Aurora Borealis at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. And oh my gosh, hello Runa. It is lovely to see you. Thank you very much for raining.
Woo!
And I want to say hello Runa Eleanor for the raid. I want you to know it's appreciated. Maybe it's dinner or bedtime. Either way, it's a meeting of minds. We are playing a words game. MICRO-MUCKELL is its name. We are using 16 cards. If you try to get a perfect game, it's quite hard. No one's ever got a perfect game because, like, having 16 cards, 16 letter words, like Tom says, that's our aiming for a thing. But yeah, I don't know. And Squickle, thank you, Squilky, for joining us. It is lovely to see you. And thank you for... Let me actually do a quick shout out to Runa, for anyone who's Runa Elinor. For anyone who's not already following Runa, definitely check them out and let us know what you were up to. Runa's always doing crafting and painting and making things and all sorts of things. So what were you up to today, Runa? Let us know. Oh, Squilky. So, just to explain what's going on, I've got to pick N or D, and everyone else is doing the same thing, and we decide where to put the letter, either on a new line or on the right-hand edge of an existing line. And the next card is S or G. So do you choose the S? Do you choose the G? Or do you choose a wild card because you only get 3 wild cards during the game? And which one do you put it on? This is a difficult one. Oh, I'm...
Oh, wow, you're really making progress on the ballerina, Runa. Oh, I should check back and see.
I was finishing the ballerina with the nice bum. She needed hands and a tutu. Now all she needs is paint. Congratulations. And Squilky is a cool streamer, creative and chatting. Nice. So, next card after the SG is the TG. Yeah, I just wanted a few more vowels. I don't know if anyone else is feeling the same as me.
Well, no,
Yeah, that was
like
nice.
maybe different
Gee.
altogether. But
Yeah.
So this is what I've got so far. I'm personally thinking I could go into August, but of course this is after I've already done something for here. So E or Y, A, that's a card that everybody yells about.
Ayor. No.
Oh yeah, Eeyore, like the donkey.
Yeah, he's my favorite. It's a great analogy for how depression can really ruin your day, and how great the friendship of the 100-meter forest is. Just keep inviting him, and even though they know he's gonna say no, they still ask. Oh, I just love that.
A or J, and that's another jam we've gotten ourselves into. Apparently the hands went slower than expected, but the tutu went faster. So you're making reasonable progress. N or F? N or F, which one do you choose and where do you put it? We've still got loads of cards left. We're only halfway through the game. N or F? I'm not happy with the choices I've made.
No, I'm reconsidering.
No. Not right.
Since we can't do names, otherwise I would go with Sean Connery here because I got some nice lined up for that. But
Nope. I or Q? This is an interesting question. Oh, I'm just. Yep, I'm using my second wild card. We've only got 3. I've only got 1 left, and so that's me using my second wild card. Is everyone else happy to carry on?
Mm-hmm.
Stretch and time.
E or K?
Okay.
E or K? E or K? Oh, I'm just going to go with. A big part of this game is trying to have short words that you can turn into long words by pluralizing them or by turning verbs into ing at the end or things like that. A or G? Oh, this is
dreadful, man.
This is not good for me. I am not going to win this one.
Oh my god. I have used my 3rd wild card. Which means I'm at the mercy of the cards for the rest of the game.
S or B? Yes.
S I can do.
Okay.
S is the best letter. I just feel like everyone's always happy to see an S. Very many thinking sounds. Yeah, sorry. This is, I don't know how entertaining this stream is. It's just a bunch of people thinking,
Like 4 people going,
Oh,
I would.
and hello, DC Bueller. It's lovely to see you. I hope that you're generally well. We are just playing a word game.
Nice. Can you turn all our hms and ms into like ASMR?
Well, and Runa's also happy to see an S, but that's because Runa's boyfriend's name starts with an S.
Oh, that's so nice.
S or R or H? R or H? I'm going to just neither. I'm going for my 3rd wild card. Oh.
I hope I have some hopes now.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. And yeah, it's going to be a bit difficult for you to jump in tonight, but we'll be playing some more wordy games. We tend to alternate between wordier games and sillier games.
oh.
It's the one I wanted!
Or C. C or C. This card. This card. 2 cards after this. At this point, I think for me it's just a case of making sure I use all the letters.
Can I have an E for the next card, please?
R or M? This is really marvelous.
That doesn't work.
And I say that slightly sarcastically. This is the penultimate. Okay, ready for the final card? A or W? And I did not do anywhere near as well as I did the first time. So let me make myself big and explain how the scoring works. So I count up my letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the longest gets tripled, so that's 18. Second longest gets doubled, and everything else is just times 1. So that makes it 24, 32. It's not nearly as good as my first time, which was 38. That was like my best ever score, possibly. But I'm still chuffed with that. I'm still fairly happy. Did I? Yep, 18, 20. Wait, yeah, 26, 32. Yeah, I did that up correctly.
Let me see.
Do you want to show yours, McCall? Oh.
Yeah, 1 second.
So munch, gay, nib, ah, and ta. So we've got, what's that, 28?
Yeah.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
not
quite
bad.
that was better than last time, right?
Well, at least I managed to make words out of everything, out of every line.
And ramen flour, congratulations, 29. What words did you get?
Ooh.
Tom, I see you're ready to show your thing.
I have.
What
So
is
that's 35.
Ooh,
I reckon.
wow.
Modules teach it more. Is that right?
That was
Ooh,
a really
nice.
impressive one. Nice.
I had to give up on the 60-letter word.
And ramen flour has answer, thief, and bra.
As in a fiefdom. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really wanted to go for like moderator, but modes, search, and Fia, and then yeah, I added in a star, and it was a bad choice. But search and modes. So
CURGE and MODES.
I made words.
So
I made
15
words.
plus 10, so you've got 25 points just there.
Yeah.
So what was your
Warming
total? Was your total 25, Dina?
Mhm.
Nice. Great work. And yeah, go Dina.
It takes a bit to warm up and then just get my brain out of research and then actually making words. And then, is this actually our English word?
We should have said that you could, I don't know if this would have made it easier if you could have done things in Finnish or, yeah, another language.
Yeah, but I've done that before though, and it's not that fun.
Oh, why
'Cause, like,
not?
Finnish is like so weird. I think could potentially be a word because the structure is like you just throw random letters together and it just appears to be an actual word. Because yeah, they just make no sense. Finnish is the weirdest language ever. Just
Making words is a lot harder when you don't know the letters ahead of time.
right?
Yeah, I guess you're comparing it to something like Scrabble or Words on Stream, where you see everything and you're just doing a kind of anagrammy thing.
Mm.
But, you know, actually...
And I did do Welsh on the show once, so...
Yeah,
Wow.
really should... But let me actually give out some points. So Runa asks, I don't know a lot of Finnish, but I do know they have weird words and long words. Are you Finnish, Dina?
I am Norwegian. I actually have a flag here. But I try to hide it because I don't want to seem like a nationalist. But yeah, I live in Finland. That's why. My kid is half Finnish. So we get to do like things like kuorma.
So at the end of the streams, I quite often give out points. So that's some busy bonuses. So that's a busy bonus for taking part. And you know what? I feel like Runa should get some busy bonuses for like always being a lovely part of the raid train and jumping in, and Runa,
I second this motion.
Eleanor, How many? 1,000?
Yes. All the points. You get points. You get points.
Runa once knew someone in Finland. He lived at a lake, with the nearest neighbor being 15 minutes away on bike.
So you mean like 80% of the entire Finland could cover this description?
I don't think I would want to live in Finland.
very nice.
That's the way that things are.
Yes, literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my best friends went on Erasmus in Finland.
It's a really nice country, like, but the people are very different from the UK. I miss the pub culture here. It's not the same, and yeah. It's like having this common place of community feel doesn't really exist as much here in Finland as it does other places.
Yeah, I guess.
But you have lakes?
My question for everyone is, city or country, where do you prefer to be? Where do you prefer to live? Because I very much prefer to be in a metropolis, I think. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be up for living in the country for like a year. I think I would be okay with that. It's kind of almost like the past year in a lot of ways when you've not really gotten to see people. But I want to be able to say, hey, come round, and just have strangers over. I want to say, hey, let's go to a party and go 10 minutes and like go dancing. I want to be able to, go round to the pub and play board games and all sorts of things.
Yeah, I will go for city for exactly your same reasons, so I understand.
I mean, that's all nice, but I grew up as a country boy, so I think my heart's always in the country. I just want to be able to walk out and then be a few minutes walk, and I'm all on my own in a wood. That's nice. Yeah.
That's one really nice thing about Glasgow, that you can walk, and then there's, nice parks, and you can.
Yeah,
there's something kind of weird and otherworldly about cycling onto London Bridge during the pandemic, where at the start of the pandemic, I cycled there, and it was like literally one car, every maybe 2 minutes.
Oh, that was really nice.
I walked through Helsinki.
Just walking out in the middle of a road.
I got to walk in Helsinki in the middle of the pandemic, and it was just like one car, and I was out for an hour to get to my hotel, and just so weird.
That's great.
UK is broken. No.
Yeah.
I would living like slightly outside of a city if I had my own independent transport. But
if it wasn't for me like not wanting to drive, I would be totally up for country. And UK is kind of broken.
Yeah,
I would love to come back.
I quite like driving, but like I can't afford a car, and I wouldn't drive a car for environmental reasons anyway. So
yeah, I lived 15 minutes away from the train lines, and we take that once a month. So I'm pretty happy with how Hämeenlinna is placed in according to the rest of Finland.
This is a really interesting point of view. There's nothing more serene to me than standing in the middle of a crowd that doesn't care that you're there. It's like being invisible.
Yeah. Funnily enough, that's what people complain about London a lot. People don't live in London. Oh, people from London are like cold and say hi on the tube. But yeah, it's a.
But you don't. Why would you say hello? Like if you.
But you know what I mean. Like everybody's kind of like minding their own business as well.
It's kind of true, but then when you go to do a thing together, there are people, like if you want to go to a club, there are people who, when you're just passing from place to place, when you're on public transport, it's like you're there and like we're all kind of separate. But when we go to a pub, I've been to tabletop, I've been to like dance clubs, I've been to like all sorts of places. I'm not going to list all sorts of places, but you get to meet friends, you get to be intimate with people, and there's loads of places where you can meet people if you want, but then You don't have to.
Hmm.
Ramen says cities in northern England are better than London, to be honest. Have you? Is that where you live? Runa says, I'm not sure anymore. I'm really comfy here, have all the facilities, but the people are more and more becoming not so smart. I don't want to swear, but I so want to. Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for not swearing. I sometimes just star myself, and on this show, even though it does skirt around it. The Squilky loves the country. Runa says, I like people, but I don't like people. I wouldn't be able to function without seeing people, but I can't function along a lot of people.
Oh, my screen stopped.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, yeah.
But at least
cam.
it's
I
at
can
the
still
end.
hear you, Dina.
Yeah, my cam disconnected.
Oh, no, that's not a contradiction. That's just, wanting something in the middle. Like, do you like to have as much of a crowd as you can, would you say, McCall?
Around me at all times, you mean?
No, I don't think you'd want to have a crowd literally all times. You'd want to have your own space to go to bed and stuff.
Yeah.
But
no, the only thing I mind is noise. But I like being amongst people like that.
What if
humanity is a contradiction. Yeah, that's very true.
100%. And Ramen Flowers lives a couple of hours south of London. Oh, so that'll be between Bristol and London. It's nice, but nothing compared to the more rural cathedral cities like York.
Oh, York is beautiful. I spent a week there,
York's great.
and I was I got to correct some person's like he was trying to speak like a Viking, and I was like, no, that's not how you pronounce the R. And I got to like how to do the proper Nordic R. It was so much fun, and it's so beautiful there. Not a good place for high heels, though.
Oh, lots of cobble streets.
It was the worst.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake going to York in high heels.
Now, I've been to Sheffield in the north. It's a nice place. I love Sheffield.
Hello, Jeroen. It's lovely to see you.
Sheffield's got some good things.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, Jeroen. So we've had a conversation where Jeroen actually came onto the show to explain to me how to pronounce the name just for 20 minutes. Oh, I'm glad. Ramen Flowers once ran through those cobbled streets in heels. So much fun. I mean, I don't know if I would call that fun. To me, that's just irritating.
I mean, if you do it on the tippy toes, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have these stiletto boots, which are like I don't want to exaggerate. They're more than 4 inches, I think, but they're proper stilettos. And after like an evening, or I wore them at a couple of conventions, right? And that's one thing because you're sitting down for some of it. You're just standing up. You're not walking around too much. But then one time I took them when we went out for a friend's birthday, and we went out to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the theatre production, and then we had a long walk to someone else's place, and then we had a long walk to someone else's place, and I was like, oh my God, I really don't want to go back, and I just wanted to, yeah, anyway.
I don't understand heels. The concept.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me wrap this up properly. And so let's get to the recap and the wrap up. And so let me just say it's been lovely. We have played tonight 3 different games. We had just the 1 game of NANO-MUCKELL, and then we I did a quick intro one. We all scored 11 points or more, and then we played MICRO-MUCKELL, and I got the best ever score. And then the second game of MICRO-MUCKELL, and I got worse, but a couple of people got better. I had fun. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed the games. And let me know what you thought of them. these are my links on the bottom of the screen. I am basically Stuff by Bez everywhere. If you're on Facebook, search for Stuff by Bez, but it's actually facebook.com/thingsbybez. I stream every day at 10 a.m. UK time, and I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. Lots of love, and also tested that. So we've got Jeroen giving Runa silk filaments. That sounds very fancy. And yeah, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I'm here if this is a good time, I guess you're UK based. So in the mornings, I'm doing more interviews, game making and reviews and chatting. And Friday is all chaotic shenanigans. So jump in on a Friday if you like that. And next week, I'll be doing lots of music. So I'll be playing the keyboard about half of the days. And, thank you. And thank you, McCall. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Dina.
Yeah.
DC Bueller. Lots of love. And, a 3D printer, a 3D pen. That's kind of okay. So you're using the filaments to finish things off, but that is it. And for my next streams, check out that link. That will tell you all the links. Feel free to copy paste, and I am going to check if Loserpalooza is streaming, because that is who we normally raid, and I normally carry on until 5 minutes past. But yeah, for now, does anyone have anything that they want to share before we finish?
No.
Anything you're looking forward to? Anything you're up to tomorrow? When we raid, feel free to copy paste that message. Let me double check. Loserpalooza. Are they actually streaming yet? So for those who don't know Loserpalooza is all about improv. It's all about board games. I think on Tuesday nights it's going to be Dave Loser doing things on their own, and we will go over there. And they seem to have started, I think. Oh, Jeroen says, would love to share a meal, but it would be spoiled by the time that we got together. Does that make sense?
Pop it in a dehydrator first and then send the dehydrated objects to the other person in order to have the meal, and then you just rehydrate them upon arrival. I mean, let's go all astronaut on food, right?
Would you eat astronaut food?
I would definitely eat astronaut food.
Would you eat astronaut food exclusively?
I'm pretty close to it, actually. Because with my eating disorder, sometimes I just don't want to eat. So I try to ensure I get nutrients in me. And the food that I do eat then is pretty close to astronaut food. So yeah, I definitely do that.
So, and hello, Dutch. It is lovely to see you. If anyone wants to check out Dina, then here are things. Yeah, there's people who are eating this thing called gruel. I don't properly understand that. That's a bit weird to me. Have you not heard of this?
What is
Huel. So it's basically this tasteless, bland food, which is
Huel.
there to give you all your nutrients, so you don't have to worry about food at all. But then you don't get any of the joy of it.
I used another version, which is Jake, but it's pretty much the same. Yeah. Jake just has coffee flavor, which I think is nice.
So there we go. That brings up me properly to the end of the show, and unless Loserpalooza, that's it. So for now, bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. It's the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye, and now it's time to go. Do 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 bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye, Runa. Bye bye.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Dina. Thank you, Tom.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, Baz.